Day 2, Weed Whacker Chronicles. Entirely different place. I don't know, they put a tracker on my vehicle sending the teams out. You just can't go anywhere and not be environmentally assaulted by a weapon of mass landscaping destruction. Now, luckily, the temperature plummeted. Didn't have anything to do with that. Probably did. No. What I'm saying there, not any sort of... We're talking about consciousness. And we're talking about the thing that I know for certain is that I have programs operating in what we currently term subconscious awareness, tracking how the Pacific works, the Pacific coast here, south side of Monterey Bay. It is my sincerest will, desire, and I'm putting every fiber of my available energy to taking today's intervention. I had someone just pay my phone bill, and I had somebody say, hey, can I step in and pay your monthly phone bill for a while, just so that you're not in this it's all I do. I spend 29 days a month trying to get money to pay the phone bill. Now, the thing is, there's so many ways to look at this. You're not going to believe the first one I pick, which is the aspect of being a 2024 forager. It's not about finding the right berries or the tree nut groves. It's about figuring out how to communicate to a human it's just not possible for me to beg for money. I'm always trying to form a reciprocal exchange, and it's become impossible to do so. And so I'm becoming selectively mute. And spending all this time okay, well, there's only 27 days left on the phone bill. There's only $20 left for gas. It's learning about your cognitive function when you are on the treadmill of survival as a forager, and how the relief is just simply trance. It's just simply to be like, what would happen if I created some entercation and filmed a streaming series called #FreeWillGathering to pitch the Will and Jada Smith Family Foundation. Hey, Trey, Jaden, Willow too. All 5 of y'all. Having money and then having foundations and then having to do business things and not telling you what to do. I'm suggesting that in funding me, we just play Quincy. Throw up some scenarios. What do we want to fix? How do we want to do it? And what could will-being philosophy? Actually, this whole naming thing, naming buildings, or they get demolished and 20, 30 years. This naming opportunity for the branch of philosophy solves consciousness and teaches everyone about quantum physiology and trance and loving every monkey mind chatter that crosses your head. I was really honored today. Somebody's really let me get in the Ferrari and go and talk it through and see how physically stabilize me. I couldn't figure out how to make a payment on this phone. What steps, what order? Like the in like 3 years. I just don't know. How do you use a credit card to pay for something? I mean, I think I should have an app, but I don't. I just have to live with the text messaging, and the text messaging didn't come through. Here I am trying to state for the legal record. They turn off my phone anyway. Here I am, there's been so much drama, and then just the text messaging fails alongside. So I don't have any way to prove. But then, if it isn't paid, then the phone is turned off, and then what am I do? I literally have to have the library start calling people on my behalf. Which is exactly where I was in Whidbey years ago. Landlady turned off the internet. I had to walk 5-mile round trip to the grocery store to tell a friend, if he happens to see another friend, to tell her I'm stranded because my vehicle battery was uncharged. Y'all are not understanding. This has been a true odyssey. This is a fantastic story. I've been through so much. Because the philosophical hypothesis of bioelectromagnetism, it goes right in to all the chaos and says we could fix it. And how you're going to do that is learn how to love every monkey mind chatter that crosses your mind. Just, it's all good. It's all right. You just get rid of some of these crazy conventions and cubicle captivity of whiteness. It's just, don't harm anybody else. But the second you just sit and think through, it's just thinking. I'm just gonna be who I am. I'm just gonna do what makes me happy. I'm just gonna try and make money. Because I know I need. I guess the thing that is crazy about my situation is I have literally no qualifier produced already $1 billion worth of philosophical worth in the ether. This YouTube channel, #Red She-Hulk. Bowie bond me. Buy the catalog. 33 million. Save the species from self-extincting in approximately 30 years for that. Low. Really, really efficient price, I would have to say. 33 million. #Wellbeing Philosophy Institute to make clear, creative, anti-racist, just life-centric thinking about human energy, potential, well-being, which is body, mind, and soul, integrated human functioning, a necessary global public good. Just teach all 8 billion of us that life force and consciousness belongs to all of us. And we're all utterly unique as a species, Homo sapiens sapien. I'm going to use wise feminine philosophy to get everyone their knowing back. And your job here The meaning of life as a human being is to be the wise steward of all life on earth, and to play and enjoy. Giraffes. I'm the Trojan giraffe of whiteness. With no idea for my first 50 years. All this greatness was going to happen. And when I started doing what I thought you all have been telling me to do for decades, and nobody's paying attention to me, I just kept creating and creating and creating, and getting better and better and better and better and better and better. This guy is being less annoying than usual. And I definitely there's definitely something to be said about the near-death experience. The terms kind of got perverted. Think about not the there's a whole branch of them that are being experienced. When you manage to swerve your vehicle out of the lane, and then the car behind you crashes into the car in front of you. The cascade neurotransmitters and biochemicals and the whole body. You basically, your consciousness does a full body scan, full biofield scan, and it can really initiate some leaps of healing. But what that is a renewed vigor of bioelectrical conductivity. It's the foundation of everything. We've made up all these stories, and we've really gotten ourselves in a scientific bind. The paradigm is insupportable. The data just is all mismatched. And we do live in a quantum world. And the probabilities and the randomness of inorganic matter is contrasted with the quite still vastly incalculable randomness of life that is mindfully, occasionally making choices, and that has, in the last while, been impoverished and enslaved in a civilization within the whiteness thought tradition. Trojan giraffe of whiteness. White supremacy, it's a crime. Handle that. However, and this is where I think just the subtlety here, the vast majority of racism is systemic dehumanization. It's a lack of freedom in a neighborhood. These are questions that laws they don't alter human behavior. We've got enough laws that racism should have self-extinguished. Goddamn laws. Why is human behavior not following the laws? The laws are not built on actual human functioning, which is quantum. Laws is built on Newtonian physics. And we're going to have to update a great deal of the current Western zeitgeist of scientific beliefs of human functioning. They're not okay. They're not right. And if I'd had one human, my whole life, that I had been I'm avoidant attached. I'm utterly skittish. I don't know. I just keep waiting for people to just do something I cannot predict. And that something, in the scheme of the multiplicity of the universe, is very mild, but it's just like salt on my wound. And it's never intentional. That's the part but it doesn't matter, because now I'm all wounded and hurt and nap time. I'm an adult. This philosophically vulnerable. Brené Brown can't. Look, I'm very serious about this. I'm ready to come through the Harpo. I know, what makes you all them men and all them rockets and things, boy. And one day my 30 subscribers could turn into like 3 million. And I'm prepared, Miss Winfrey. I got references. 2. Black men. Thumbs up. 1 degree of separation. You do all get that this is a creative fantasy, trying to get somebody's attention to stay alive, to get an investment, to keep doing this. This is really teaching us all about the power of creativity and believing in yourself and not letting other people tell you who yourself is. And the perils of this economic system. We're trying to fix all of the symptomology of plantation capitalism. We're very scattered, and we just fix plantation capitalism. And that's not just about universal basic incomes and making sure every child on earth has all their Maslow's met. Why is that so controversial? Why is that not already occurred? Pre-contact Turtle Island. Here on the California coast. Esalen, Alani, Rumsfeld. Rumson. Sorry. Glitch in there. I'm not fully well energized. I'm having some dyspraxia. And so what you get is the second syllable pronunciation that my brain just doesn't go the full way. But then I say the first one that came up just as the right one pops into my head. I know how human brains work. Like, nothing I say startles me, and everything it's all a continuous dialogue. The being of me is just very coherent. And it's just stressful that I can't be coherent in communication with other humans. Thank you to the few people. And it's about time, right? So, okay, yeah, I get, right? I have autistic attacks, which are occurring due to very obvious environmental reasons. No. Okay. So we see the smoke and the fire that's causing me to scream. We see the situation. That to be sick and have that thing happen and to have been sick for 3 years and have been blah, blah, blah. That was her little tiny tipping point, and she gets right back on. But when so many of your tipping points you've been utterly left alone, it's like there's no recuperation factor. It's just like this is happening, and and I'm such a crap friend. Really, I mean, like, this is the thing too. Like, how do I go around trying to make friends when I know it's just like this drama? I mean, all the time I'm doing the creative work and looking to network. Like, where's that? It's just 6 degrees of separation. Everything's about Will Smith. Get jiggy with it. Harmony.